Welcome to this month's basic training video. In this video, we will discuss the various MasterStream devices utilized by the Montgomery County Fire Rescue Service. We will review what qualifies as a MasterStream, the types of MasterStreams to include advantages and disadvantages of each, how to supply MasterStream devices, the differences in nozzle tips, and some operational best practices. According to the NFPA, a master stream is a stream of water flowing at least 350 gallons per minute. Master streams are ideal for when large amounts of water need to be quickly applied to burning surfaces or when arriving companies are faced with advanced, rapidly moving fire conditions. Officers and drivers are reminded that the IRP on water supply states that dual supply lines must be considered when master streams will be required for on-scene operations. Remember, strategies and tactics chosen for the incident must also match the available water supply. In a rural, non-hydrated area, a large master stream may not be practical until a continuous water supply is established. When connected to a hydrant, that hydrant may not have the gallons per minute to support multiple master streams, or a combination of a master stream and hand lines. Strategy and tactics should remain flexible to meet the unique challenges of each incident. The various types of master streams include fixed, elevated, and portable. Fixed master streams are devices mounted to apparatus, such as deck guns found on engine companies. Elevated master streams are aerial ladders that are supplied by engines, and water is flowed from the nozzles mounted on the aerial device. Portable master streams include a variety of appliances found on heavy apparatus around the county. Examples of these would include the Blitzfire, found on the Crimson engines, the Elkhart Ram, found on the Pierce Enforcer engines, and the Crossfire Monitor Base, found on various units throughout the county. Advantages and disadvantages of master streams. Advantages. These master streams are able to deliver large quantities of water, up to 2,000 gallons per minute, when utilizing aerial towers. They have the ability to be used in both offensive and defensive fire suppression modes. They can be deployed and operated by one firefighter. In some instances, these streams can be left unattended. They are very useful for exposure protection, cooling of large tanks, or rail cars involved in fire. They can be used to create a water barrier to control vapor release during hazardous material incidents. When used with a fog nozzle, these streams can be a useful tool for gross decontamination. Disadvantages. Flowing large quantities of water into a structure adds a massive amount of weight to an already weakened and compromised structure. Along with the weight of the water being added to the structure, the force of the water being delivered into the structure can cause additional structural damage and instability. This may limit the ability to make entry inside. These streams may create flying debris, such as shingles, glass, and other building materials that are a safety hazard to everyone in the immediate area. Due to the high flow rates, there is a great deal of back pressure and nozzle reaction when these streams are flowing. If the device is not properly secured, it could itself become a projectile. Precautions. When utilizing a portable master stream device with an angle of delivery under 35 degrees, you increase the chance of a kickback if not properly secured. Many devices have safety features built in to reduce this likelihood. It is important to properly secure all nozzle tips on the device as they could become projectiles if not properly installed and tightened. Supplying master stream devices. Depending on the incident and the type of device, the way in which it is supplied might be different. Fixed master stream devices, such as the deck gun, are supplied by the engine's fire pump and the various LDH intakes found on the unit. Elevated master streams are supplied by engine companies, pumping multiple 4-inch supply hoses into a large manifold, which is then connected to the ladder truck's waterway. Remember, it is important that the relief valve on the manifold or gate being used is properly set at 200 psi for correct flow of the aerial device. On the Crimson engines, the Blitz fire is a pre-connected line off the rear and is supplied by 250 feet of 2.5-inch hose. While this combination is acceptable, companies should consider supplying the Blitz fire with 3-inch hose to maximize gallons per minute and increase effectiveness. On the Pearson Forcer engines, the ram is not pre-connected and must be built out. Like the Blitz fire, 3-inch hose is preferred for the ram. The other portable master stream device in service on MCFRS units is the Task Force Tips Crossfire Monitor Base. This base is designed to receive the deck gun from the engines and is supplied by a single 4-inch hose. Pump operators should know the limitations of the devices on their units and always follow manufacturers' recommendations for water flow and pressure. The forces involved with master stream devices make them extremely dangerous when not operated properly. Here are some tips to remember for supplying master stream devices. Use the largest size supply hose the appliance will accept. Ensure an adequate water supply to meet the needs of the incident and the device or devices. Think heavy water hookup or multiple engines on hydrants for multiple streams on large incidents. Place the device or aerial in a safe position, but in close proximity to the engine to reduce friction loss, thus maximizing flow. Master stream nozzles. The smoothbore nozzle versus the fog nozzle. Each nozzle has its distinct advantages for different applications. Smoothbore nozzles have good penetration with good reach and distance, remembering that bigger tips do produce higher gallons per minute, but at a loss of range. Smoothbore nozzles are good at pushing or moving debris, and they're excellent for large volumes of water. The fog nozzle is good heat absorption and is good for exposure protection. It's an excellent choice for gross decontamination and other hazmat incidents. The fog nozzle provides for a larger coverage area than that of a smoothbore nozzle. Fog nozzle flows are dependent on manufacturer's specifics and recommendations, but in general, master streams utilizing fog nozzles should be pumped between 75 and 100 psi, which would provide a flow of 500 to 1200 gallons per minute. Review the appliances on your unit to familiarize yourself with the operation and limitations of each of these devices. A link to the manufacturer's documentation can be found on the announcement page of this MBT. Operational considerations. Never use master streams while crews are operating inside the structure. Master streams can be utilized in the offensive or defensive strategy. Portable master stream devices can be pre-connected or built out as an attack line. By removing the tip, crews can build an attack hand line from a master stream for mop-up after knocking down large volumes of fire. When leading off with master streams and transitioning to anterior attacks, officers must consider structural stability and the associated risks. Be mindful of structural collapse zones at all times. Keep the hose supplying the device straight and in line behind the device at least 20 feet. There are no more hose loops required. Always follow the manufacturer guidelines for use of various devices used by the MCFRS. Practical skills. Select an appropriate location that has a level, stable surface with the ability to secure a portable master stream device to a nearby sturdy object, if applicable. Safely deploy and set up all the master stream devices available at your company, following manufacturer guidelines and best business practices. Practice with the deck gun, the Blitzfire, the RAM, the Crossfire monitor, and an aerial master stream, if it's available to you. Review and discuss scenarios or target hazards within your response area that may present a need to utilize master stream devices. This concludes this monthly basic training on the MCFRS master stream devices. All companies should become familiar with the various master stream devices in use throughout Montgomery County, and specifically those in use at their stations. Crews are encouraged to become proficient in deploying and using the various master stream devices at their stations. Companies should always refer to and follow the manufacturer's guidance found in the user's manuals for their specific devices. Thanks for watching.